I am a capitalist pig. I love capitalism. Capitalism and the free enterprise system is the best system on planet Earth, and it has always been among the economic systems. Socialism sucks because eventually you run out of taking other people's money away from them to give it to people who don't do stuff. Communism sucks because it puts 4 people in the whole country rich and everybody else poor, and it doesn't work. I love capitalism. At this time in human history, it amazes me the few times that I turn on social media and look that some of these little turds on TikTok are out there saying America is dead, capitalism is awful, we need a universal wage. They've been trained thoroughly by their communist college professor to think that this is the worst time ever in American history. Now, I'm 65 years old. I'm the old guy says, get off my lawn, right? I'm that guy. I'm the grouchy old boomer. I get it. I got no issue with that. I'm very comfortable in my own skin in that regard. I will tell you, though, I've been doing business now since I got out of college at 22. So 43 years ago, I got into the business world. Oh, by the way, I was selling real estate 60 hours a week while I was in college, beginning at 18 years old. So, you know, I'm in my 50th year of business in America. 5 freaking decades. So I have something that some of you little TikTokers don't have. It's called perspective. And let me tell you, when we started Ramsey, we were putting our lessons on these things called VHS tapes. And what that meant was I had to pay someone tens of thousands of dollars to go into a studio and bring in friends and family for free and sit them in uncomfortable chairs for 4 hours while I did a talk and we recorded it. And it cost so stinking much money to produce a 4-hour lesson. Tens of thousands of dollars. The cameras that we used were $150,000 to $200,000 cameras. The lights were expensive. The floor and the paint was expensive. Everything about the process was expensive. And you know what else it was? It was slow. We shot the first set of stuff, and it was 6 months later before we got it out of the edit bays. Oh, yeah, we had these huge computers that we downloaded this tape into, and then they would edit it, and then they would download it onto more tape. And then we had to send it to another city, and they would duplicate the VHS tapes by running one tape to another tape machines all night long, over and over and over and over again, to get 2 boxes of them. And so they ran them continuously for months on end until we had enough stock to actually go to market with this product. And I made millions of dollars off of that, even as slow, inefficient, and expensive as it was. Helping people. I helped people. I gave them direction and hope to change their lives, and it changed their lives. And I made a lot of money. If I was going to do that today, the camera is $2,500. The studio is anywhere I want it to be. The editing is done by the time we finish shooting. We'll live switch it, and then we'll drop it in an edit bay, and before I get up the next morning, they've got the stinking thing edited. And you know what? We don't have to send it to another city to get the tapes duplicated. We pop it on an email, and it's in your inbox a day and a half after we shot it, and you get helped, and my cost of goods sold is almost zero versus massive cost of goods sold. My time to market is almost zero versus months and even years to get to market. And if it's wrong, we'll just change it and do it again tomorrow versus having to throw 5 tractor trailer loads of VHS tapes in the dumpster because I said something stupid on the tape. And that happened, by the way. Not 5 tractor-trailer loads, but 1 tractor-trailer load. This is the best time in America today, in the history of the human race, to take an idea and decide, I now own a business. I'm going to take this idea and I'm going to put it out in the marketplace. And you can do it when you're 19 years old, and you can do it when you're 59 years old, and you can do it so freaking fast, so efficiently, and almost no cost of goods sold, and you can just deliver it. And you've got wonderful distribution platforms that are free. I mean, you can put your stuff up on YouTube, it's free. You can put your stuff up on Spotify, it's free. You can put your stuff up on Apple, it's free. You can submit an app that you wrote over the weekend with AI's help, and to Apple, they approve it, and 4 days later, it's on their App Store, the largest distribution of technology in the history of mankind. And you can do it in moments. This is the best time in the history of man to start and run a business. If you can't start and run a business and make a profit now, there is no time in human history, no system in human history that you would have been successful. This is the easiest. It's a hot knife through butter, child. Seriously. The last thing you need to do is be dancing around some bush whining about capitalism right now. What you need to do is get off your assets and go to work and go do something. You need to get up, leave the cave, and digitally make something happen instantaneously and deliver a product to someone that helps them and serves them and solves a problem for them, and capitalism will kick in and people will send you money for that. For God's sake, sit around and suck your victim thumb in the corner crying about how the system is broken while everybody else goes at the best time in the history of mankind. Everybody else goes and lives their best life and becomes prosperous while you whine and declare yourself a victim. Absolutely not. Get up and go do it. Right now is the best time ever. My career as the CEO of Ramsey is coming to a close over the next 15 years. I'll be on the air here doing this, but my career as the CEO running this place, I'm 65. I'm not going to be running it when I'm 85. That would be dumb. Okay? And so we've got the leadership team here is young, vibrant. And let me tell you, I started from a card table in my living room. I took this to 300 million. If these guys running this in the same period of time don't take it to 3 billion, there's something wrong with them. Because the opportunity is so freaking huge. And they are smarter than I was. They've got the benefit of learning from all of my 30 years of mistakes. So you'll make some mistakes. You'll do something dumb, but fail forward. And for God's sakes, get out there and experiment. Try something, try something, try something, try something. 100% of the people that don't take the shot don't score. So you might miss, you might not score, but I promise you, if you're sitting on your mama's couch in your mama's basement whining about capitalism, you ain't scoring on nothing. And that includes you ain't even going to get a date because no girl wants to go out with that loser. So get up and get it done, man. This is the best time ever to be in business. Right now. Get it, baby. Get it. Get it. That's how it happens. Get it. Now's the time. Don't whine. Get it.